After the unjust killing of Stephon Clark in Sacramento, California at the hands of Sacramento police, there's been a variety of different reactions across the United States and worldwide, one of which there was a protest outside the Golden One Center prior to a Sacramento Kings home game, which caused a delay in action. Matt Barnes, a former Sacramento Kings player and Sacramento native, took things into his own hands and offered to pay for the funeral arrangement of Stephon Clark, as well as DeMarcus Cousins, who offered to pay for the funeral services as well. So with everything going on, we got Matt Barnes to join us to talk about the things he's doing to help bring light to the situation. This is Face to Face. Matt, when you heard about the news of Stephon Clark's death at the hands of Sacramento police, what was your thinking and how did you want to get involved?
Frustrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is something that's been happening around the country. When it takes place in your own backyard, it's a different experience. And, as soon as I heard it, I posted something and then, just had anyone who knew the kid reach out to me. And man, people filled my DMs and comments and phone calls started coming through. So I was able to contact the whole family. I talked to the mom, the brother, and the grandmother.
Of course. You mentioned being from Sacramento. Your former teammate DeMarcus Cousins also offered to pay for the funeral of Stephon Clark. What about the community in Sacramento has you two so closely tied there? What makes it special?
I just think the community needs help. The street politics out there really hot right now with all the gang shit. And I think this is a perfect opportunity for all of us to look past that and realize there's a bigger platform right here and something that needed to be done. So, I hadn't even talked to DeMarcus when I heard about it. He offered, I offered, I know Chris Webber offered. I think a lot of people have offered. But like I said, we're here to help, and that's what we plan on doing.
Of course.
Matt, what'd you make of Vivek Reddy's comments the other night where, he took the time at the end of the game with the team to address the community as a whole? That's something we kind of really haven't seen from an NBA owner before. So, your perspective being a former Kings player, NBA player, what'd you make of that strong showing from the owner?
I think it's big because obviously this is bigger than sports. This is life. This is, these are our sons and daughters, brothers, fathers being killed. And obviously that's bigger than sports. And, anytime someone on that level, takes the time to address something, it's really going to be heard worldwide. And I think it was a great opportunity, and he did a great job, not only representing the Kings, but the city of Sacramento.
See, I think personally, I was telling him I guess we call it our green room, that because police officers are just employees of the state, just like a firefighter, right? And the firefighter is supposed to help, their community, help save lives. If a firefighter is on the opposite side, meaning he's the one setting fires, he goes down for arson, right? But for some reason, when it comes to cops shooting unarmed people, there's no real penalty. It's justified. Like, instead of saying, okay, well, he had nothing that was dangerous to you as a person, that's considered murder. He was unarmed. He had a cell phone. That's murder. Manslaughter. You should be getting some time. There shouldn't be no trial. There shouldn't be none of that. But when it comes to NBA franchises, NFL franchises, you guys have the money to actually go to the state, the city, to make a difference. Doing a speech at halftime or after the game is all bravo, bravo. But until you go down to the police station or the city hall and really use who you are to make change, I never believe shit they be saying. That's just personally.
I think it's great, and that's kind of a layered question. But first and foremost, it's crazy because these people are killing people and getting paid leave. So you're trying to tell me I can kill somebody and go home and just sit at home and you're still going to pay me? It's like, to me, that makes no sense. Second, that's like a fraternity. They're a group of brothers, and I respect that from that standpoint. But, it's not like they're 9 times out of 10, they're going to cover that shit up for their brother. That's their brother. That's they go to war every day with their brother. So, if there's a way to loophole that situation, they will. And you make a great point, and I think that's why I'm in the process right now, because it was kind of crazy how everything kind of fell on me. Once I started asking questions about the family, I've been getting calls from current players, former players, people in Sacramento, CNN, other news outlets, to like, what is Sacramento going to do? So I'm in the process of actually putting a peaceful march together on Saturday. I spoke to the family. The funeral's on Thursday, and they also wanted to do something else to make sure that this doesn't just slip underneath the rug. So I'm in the process. I got a friend of mine who's put march together in Washington D.C. She's helped me put this rally together. I got Vivek and the Kings on board, tons of former players, current Kings. I think the Warriors will be in town that day, so hopefully we get a couple of Warriors out. And like you said, to make change, you know what I mean? You could say whatever you want, you could do whatever you want, but until you disrupt something, that's the only time change comes. So, we're deciding where the march will take place, either to the state capitol, to the courthouses, or to the police station. But
you want to make change?
This is something.
You march down to his house.
That's a good
idea. The person who did it. I mean, you make him feel uncomfortable. You make his neighbors feel uncomfortable. You make them weed him out.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's some shit I would do, and I think like sometimes but then at the same time, there's some people that might, we go to this man's house, he might not be able to come out ever.
But see, that's the point. See, the point of a march, right? And you never attack the person who actually has done wrong. So this guy shoots someone. We ignore him. We go after the police station. We go after the city and this, and he's just free reign doing nothing. There's no pressure on him. So you march down in front of where this guy lives, a peaceful march. He doesn't want to come outside. His neighbors feel threatened. I mean, now the neighborhood where he lives is, in his mind, unsafe. Now the neighbors don't want him around. Now, I mean, it's a whole thing. There's no violence, but to make him feel uncomfortable where he can't sleep is how you make change, because no other officer would like something like that.
It was funny because DeMarcus and I kind of held a town hall last year while we played for the Kings to bridge the gap with law enforcement and local teenagers. And a former officer said the one thing that gets 9 out of 10 cops off is all they have to do is say they fear for their life, which is which is bullshit. You know what I mean? This guy could say he feared for his life because he thought something was something. So obviously, but to me, I mean, gun, no gun, whatever. I mean, there's ways to handle things. I mean, I think to shoot someone 20 times is that's over. That's war. That's overkill. I mean, you can shoot someone in the leg, shoot someone in the arm, shoot someone 3 or 4 times. You shot someone 20 times.
And the whole fear for my life, there seems like a big contradiction to what they stand for and what they're, they have, no retreat policy, right?
Right.
If you have a stand your ground policy, how can you use fear for your life to shoot someone? You've been trained in combat. you know how to, obviously, you know how to kill, you know how to fight, you know how to disarm.
They kill well. They might not know how to do all the other shit.
But they're trained to do it. They're trained for combat. The average person they're killing have no training for nothing. So to say you fear for your life on a regular civilian seems a contradiction of what police stand for.
It's just escape. It's an easy escape.
I know, but it's an excuse that shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be allowed. You're trained. You're trained for people to come at you, so you can't fear for your life. How did you actually make it this far? If you're fearful, don't they get pepper sprayed and all this dumb shit that go through all these trainings? And you want to say you fear for your life? That is, you should be socked in the mouth.
How are people killing dogs and going to prison, or a dog that get left in a fucking airplane cabinet up top gets more headlines, and people are more furious about this cop killing an unarmed young black man? It just says something about where society is today. I mean, and I really think it starts with us, too, from the standpoint of we're killing each other. So if we don't put any value on our life, why the fuck is anyone else going to care about our life? So I think that's the key right there, is starting, the black on black crime, because cops are killing us, but at a higher rate we're killing each other daily. So that's why we're also in the process, because like I said, the street politics in Sacramento are really hot with some of the rappers. You know, some people have moved. A lot of people have moved. Some people I spoke to said they don't even come outside. So we're also trying to use this platform to let the younger generation know, man, if we can get some of these rappers to squash this beef, because at the end of the day, it's more us killing us than them killing us. And even though they're paid to protect and serve, we got to start taking appreciation for our own lives for anyone else to respect us as well.
Very true. Matt, kudos for everything you're doing, man. We definitely salute your progress and what you're doing and bringing awareness to the situation, and anything you need from our end, we're willing to do, man. So, again, salute from everybody here on Out of Bounds.
Hey, quick question. Who the fuck raps in Sacramento?
No, they got
rappers in Sacramento?
That's Mozzie's from out there.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who the fuck is rapping in Sacramento?
There's some rappers out there. Hey, you gonna shit on the boys like that?
Matt, leave it to Gilbert to ask the hard-hitting question.
Like, I'm over here.
Leave it to Gilbert.
Like, rappers going to war. I'm like, who the fuck is coming from?
It's real hot. It's real hot out there, right? Like, a lot of people have died, between these few rappers that have beef. So Sacramento's real hot right now. So that was one of the wishes from the family, was to, realizing that, hey, if we can get, I don't want to put these people's names on blast right now, but if we can get so-and-so and so-and-so to shake hands at this march, we think it'll set the tone for the youth, because the youth in Sacramento are running wild right now. It's like the wild. It's like
they're doing that picking sides thing.
Yeah, man. When Oakland was hot, when Oakland was, the murder capital, when LA was doing this thing, that's what Sacramento's on right now, and it's crazy. So, I'm trying to do my best to obviously bring light to this cop situation, and also, hopefully start some peace shit out there as well. So I'll keep you guys posted, man. Thank you for having me.
No problem.